Hello, this is Lars from Glutinous Maximus Sourdough. Just going to show you how to make some sourdough pizza dough, and this recipe is enough to make two 16-inch pizzas. We're going to start with 500 grams of bread flour or 00 flour, 330 grams of active sourdough starter, 300 grams of water heated up to about 90 degrees Fahrenheit, about 12 grams of salt, and 17 grams of olive oil. So the first thing we need to do is combine the starter and the water. And we'll just slowly pour this in. Use a rubber spatula to start dispersing the sourdough starter. And you're just going to want to keep mixing until everything is fully dispersed. Okay, that should be all right. Then we're going to take our flour. We'll slowly add this in. Start combining it. Okay, and then after 30 minutes we'll be back to mix in the olive oil and the salt. Okay, now we're at the second part of making a sourdough pizza dough. It's been fermento-leasing for 30 minutes. You can see the dough is wet and tacky, so we're going to add the salt. It's about 12 grams, and the 17 grams of olive oil. And then we're just going to take our hands and we are going to incorporate the salt and the olive oil into the dough. Cover it up, and it's going to rest for 30 minutes until we start stretch and folds again. So we've had 30 minutes of fermento-lease time with the sourdough pizza dough. Just going to slightly wet my hand, and we're going to do the first set of stretch and folds. And we're just going to grab the dough, fold it back over on top of itself, just work our way around the bowl, just like so. Cover it up, let it rest for another 30 minutes for the second set. Okay, so we're going to start with our second set of stretch and folds for the pizza dough. And just like before, we're just going to grab the edge, fold it over onto itself as we work our way around the bowl. You can even do some coil folds. You'll see the dough starting to get nice and smooth. Cover it back up, let it rest for another 30 minutes for set 3. We're set for round 3 of our stretch and folds of the pizza dough. We're just going to do coil folds. One more. And we're just building some tension on the outside of the dough, giving it structure. And we'll be back in 30 minutes for the final set. Okay, so now we're going to do our final set of stretch and folds with the pizza dough. Dough is nice and smooth. We'll just do some coil folds. Building that tension on the outside. Okay, then we're going to let it rest for 30 minutes, and then we'll divide it up, and it can cold retard in the fridge overnight. Now we're going to separate the dough into two separate balls. We'll just put some flour down on our surface. Use our scraper. Get that out. We're just gonna divide this in half as best we can. Get a little flour on our hands. We're just gonna make a ball. This is the way I tend to do it. Making tension on the outside surface. And then we're just gonna place it in a greased glass bowl. A little olive oil. Gives it some room because it's then gonna go into the refrigerator overnight. That's it. Okay, so let's make a little sourdough pizza. Just gonna get a little flour on the hands. Take our nicely proofed dough, which has been sitting in the refrigerator for 24 hours. It's cold, but that's fine. Just gonna take that, plop that down to a nice floured surface. And we're just gonna push a little bit from the middle out. And then from here, you can start to stretch the dough with your hands, just slowly working it around and let gravity kind of take over. Go. And we're just gonna take a little tomato sauce. We have about 225 grams of shredded mozzarella cheese. Do yourself a favor, shred your own. I understand that the pre-shredded is easier, but there's no anti-caking agents, and it just melts better. And this is going to make a really super cheesy pizza. Then I like to take a little sprinkle of some Italian seasoning all over the top. And then from there, we're going to transfer this to the pizza stone in the oven, which is currently set at 500 to heat up, but I'm going to lower that to 450. And we're going to bake this for about 15, maybe 18 minutes at 450, depending on how done we're going to go. So let me add this and I'll be back. Okay, it's been a little over 16 minutes, close to 17. Let's take the pie out. There we go, look at that. All right. So I'm gonna let that cool for a little bit. And then we'll give it a cut. So let's hear how the crust is. Soft and crunchy. Check the leopard spotting underneath. Looks good.